Welcome back to Titan Grimes Games, and I'm here with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. And today I'm going to look at the patch again. We're going to do a little exploring of the patch, and then we're going to talk very specifically about the squad arena metagame and where I think it's at. And again, it's still early. I'm not going to make any firm declarations, but I have a better idea of what characters I think are in the mix, and that as well might change. But first, let's start with the events. Let's go into our Omega event and figure out what characters we get. Alright, so we've got 3 characters that we are pretty reasonable with already. Qui-Gon makes a decent leader with Yoda, so hopefully this won't be too difficult. We'll see how it goes here. The new patch has been really interesting as people have had some different interpretations. A lot of people seem to be pretty interested in the changes. Some people have been really upset. I would say the majority of people I saw interacting with the patch at first were really upset. And what it came down to a lot of times was, so-and-so got nerfed, so-and-so isn't even good. And I think what a lot of people seem to be missing is that everybody got nerfed. That was the whole point of the patch, and I was really happy to see is Capital Games put out some notes to go along with it in letting us know what is going on with this patch. And if you haven't read it, I'll link them below, and please do read it because I think it adds a lot of information as to what exactly the goal was with this patch. I think that's where people were a little lost. And it turns out the goal was simply this. As we keep moving forward with the crazy amount of damage that all characters have across the board, battles were just ending too fast. It was okay now. Everyone could tell it was a little too fast. But by the time we get to 80, according to CG, it was going to be ridiculous. And people were just going to be able to win immediately before anyone else could even strike. And this is when things become a huge problem. So this is why you have protection being put in to slow the game down. This is why you have everyone getting nerfed across the board. So while we're still in the 70 range and we're cut off from the top level gear, well, most of us that is, this is not as big of a problem. But I think what the goal here was to slow down the game, not for now, right, which now it kind of seems a little painfully slow at times, but for the future, as we are going to get these characters that are even stronger and stronger and stronger. And so if we knock everyone down a peg, then now when we get to 80, it won't be this bloodbath. That seems to have been the overall goal of what's happening. And so with that in mind, I think the patch makes a lot more sense. And I think other people are realizing that, oh, that's a good point. I mean, just imagine how bad this would have been once we got to 80. I think the biggest problems people have are characters like Geonosis and Soldier don't seem to have been hit that hard, whereas other characters that are never being used seem to be hit harder than people thought they would. And that's another story, and that is outside of the scope of what I can cover today. That's a whole nother investigation. But I think it's really important to remember that with this patch, we're looking at long-term solutions and immediate solutions at the same time and trying to balance those together rather than just solving a problem that we're facing today. And so I think it's really important to remember, and I'm really happy that they put out that press release to let us know, yes, we do have this in mind. I mean, people were going like, they don't even test over there. I can assure you they test. I don't know anything about them. I can assure you they test their product a ton, right? They're making decisions that they think are going to be the long-term health and are well-informed. Now, whether you agree with them or not, that's a whole nother ballgame. Okay, well, let's look at Arena. First, let's pop in there. I'm 74. Yeah, I know. Things are going badly. Basically, what happened is I don't have Royal Guard. And it used to be that what would happen is overnight, if you have Dooku as your leader, people would fight you over the people that had Dooku Royal Guard. But once you drop to a point where other people didn't have Dooku, they're like, whoa, not messing with Dooku. Forget that. And so I would only drop to about like 40, 45 overnight. I've been dropping to like 120, 130 in the last couple days, and so that's been kind of upsetting. I just finally went ahead and buffed Royal Guard up. He's only 4 stars. That's why I hadn't buffed him up yet. He was not high leveled yet. If you look, I'm practically broke now. I had 6 million credits at the start of today. I did some stuff and I'm almost broke. But the point is, Royal Guard is really strong, and I'm not that far away from making him 5 stars anyway, so I decided I'm just going to go ahead and start rolling with him and see what happens. Okay, so I said I would talk meta. Let's talk meta. I've done some experimenting. People in my guild have done some experimenting. Remember, I'm a free-to-play player, so this is not going to be talking about all kinds of characters that I don't have access to. This is for the free-to-play player. Here are some characters that I have isolated as still being quite good in Arena. Basically, the characters I've been subbing in and out are Geonosian Soldier, Poggle the Lesser, Luminara, Phasma, Qui-Gon, Old Daka, and Han. I think Dooku can be good also as well. He can still be your leader if you want to go that route. So if you have any number of those characters, I think you're okay. I think Rey is still quite good. I don't have Rey ready yet. And Royal Guard also is in this mix, and we'll talk about him as well. He is very good. He should have been in that initial group I said. He was just not on the screen, and so I didn't say him. Oh, sorry, and I also missed Old Daka, if I did. She's great as well. So here's a couple lineups I've been running with. One lineup, let's just go into the lineup screen. It makes it a little bit easier. We're not going to even look at who we're fighting because we're not going to fight yet. So here is one lineup I've been using, which is to do something like, and I think, let's swap him out for Han. I think this is a really solid lineup. With this lineup, you get Phasma, who now gives people advantage, which is crit. So it's kind of like replacing Poggle the Lesser with Phasma. And then also, you get bonus attacks as well. What you give up is Dooku's defense, which is really disappointing. But giving Geonosian Soldier extra crits occasionally is really good. Getting extra stuns off of Old Daka with Phasma is quite good. You have Qui-Gon in here to remove Royal Guard, super annoying taunt that comes up, or Han's taunt. You have Han as a pretty strong taunt. Old Daka can give him a little heal to keep him alive just a little bit longer. This is a really solid lineup. All right, another lineup that I think is quite solid would be something like this. Dooku, Royal Guard, Luminara, and then Geonosian Soldier. And in this spot, of course, for Geonosian Soldier could be Rey. But this lineup is sort of similar. So instead, though, of having Phasma as your leader and putting out buffs, you have Dooku, who is keeping Royal Guard alive longer. You have Luminara, whose heal is better on Royal Guard because she's keeping him alive longer. He's going to be a taunt that you want to be annoying. He's really good on defense. And then you still have these two doing their roles. Another way to do this could be to replace him, put in him as your leader, and then throw in Poggle the Lesser to have more offensive capabilities, where you're putting out a buff with him that's more constant. Because if you're not having Phasma, you're missing some damage in there, and so it can be nice to have him in there instead of Dooku. And so these are sort of the three lineups and the group of guys, and I'm sort of mixing and matching right now, trying to figure out how I would do this. Now, if I had Rey, I might just pull Poggle here and jam Rey right into that spot. That could be even better, and maybe even swap these two just to have more defense because of Luminara. I have much more experimentation to do, but this is sort of, yesterday was day one of throw my hands in the air and go, I don't know. I have no idea what's happening. Today I have a better idea, but I'm still not entirely sure how to do this. So let's find a lineup to engage with. We also want to move up, so 62 seems better. This is fine. They don't have a taunt. Since this lineup doesn't have a taunt, I am not going to run Qui-Gon. I don't think Qui-Gon is good enough. If they have a taunt, that's a whole nother story. Then I feel like I need him. I'm going to put Poggle in there then if I'm not going to have him for more bonus damage. I'm actually going to go with Han. The funny thing is I found that I like Han better on offense. I think Royal Guard is better on defense, though. And so I think I'm going to end my days with Royal Guard. Another person to think about for leader is Barriss. Barriss, especially with Royal Guard. I've seen some people do something like Barriss, Royal Guard, Han, and have this massive hit point pool that has to be chewed through. You could throw mature 5s in there as well, who has a giant hit pool, maybe even Vader or something. Some guys who are doing some damage, have a massive hit pool, and can really withstand a lot. There's a chance you could go to time on defense in that way. If you go to time on defense, that's basically a win for you as the defender. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Let's see, that's cool. So we get Poggle the Lesser right away. That's fantastic. The buff out of the gate. Alright, let's see, who do we want to try to take down? Old me would have said let's kill Dooku here, but now he can't be one-shotted, and so you're just going to come back and womp on him. So I think I'd rather get my taunt up before I do that. With Royal Guard, I might have been willing to do that. It's harder to kill him behind Royal Guard. Let's go ahead and stun that IG so he can't do anything. Oh, that didn't work. That's too bad. Alright, we'll give everyone advantage. Let's taunt up. Come on. Yes, we wanted the ability block there. Never mind, we'll just kill him. It's fine. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and try to stun Dooku. There we go. Now we can work on him a bit. In fact, now I can do this much more safely. I don't have to take the beating from Dooku. We'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so Dooku's going to fall. This is going to end up being really easy, which is quite nice. The problem with Daka is her heal, it's so bad as to almost not exist. So it could be nice to heal Han up before he dies. I'm not really sure there's a point. I think I'd rather just do damage with her and then, get stuns off. And then if Han dies, then I can go ahead and do a heal to the rest of the party and then maybe bring Han back. Whereas if I had Luminara in that spot, I would just do Luminara's heal and work from there. I'm not even going to do it yet. We're just going to try to stun him. No stuns? Come on. What are you doing, Daka? He's a stun machine. Oh, the dodge. Always the dodge. We want to just kill him. Alright, so he's got his retaliate, so we're going to go for Yoda first. Might as well get our offense up. You know what? We don't even care about Han right now. He's dead. He's dead to us. It doesn't matter. Let's just kill the little green monster. Kill me. You must. That was okay. Another observation that I think everyone has seen. Galactic War, lots harder. Lots harder. And it's fine, but it's pretty difficult with how imperative money is right now. It makes it tougher to get money. And what I mean by harder is, I'm doing fine. It's just, I don't like Galactic War. I don't do Galactic Wars. They're incredibly long and boring. I have just been autoing all of my Galactic Wars, every single one, and if I don't beat it, I don't beat it. I don't care. I really just want the money more than, a purple mat and a random shard of a random guy. Psh, I don't care. The money, though, is important, and so I've been just autoing them, and I usually die about 2 before the end. So it's been interesting that now I have to actually do them, because with the Protect, the AI is not good enough to excel here. So I might even have to just reset this one. I can't remember. We'll see if Luminara has a heal. If she doesn't, or if he dies right away. I don't think I want him to die. I definitely don't want him to die like that. I want that to be a well thought out death. Do I want him to die? Can I afford him to die? Let's see. So let's try to move him to a different spot and see if that fixes that problem. Han's not leveled. Han's not healed up. Yeah, and the Royal Guard has already taken a beating from an earlier level. So, that's interesting. Okay. Let's maybe we'll one-shot Rey. Right through her protect. Oh, that's great. She still went for him. He's still in the same spot. Why is he still in the same spot? Did I put him in the wrong spot, or does he not just move? Do they not move anymore? That would be an interesting change. Let's try again. Okay, now he's in a different spot. We'll see if the AI has wisened up and will hunt him. I sure hope not, because it's hard enough to kill the AI. Oh no, the AI is smarter. No, AI, why must you improve? Oh boy, I'll have to figure out later what to do. Probably just pull him from that lineup and hope we can do something else. So the next video I'm going to do is a pack opening video. I'm going to record it right now as soon as I stop this one because I want to see if I can get some Royal Guard shards. So stay tuned. Tomorrow I'll post it. We'll see. We'll see if I get some Royal Guard shards. So hopefully this was informative, at least to some degree. Like I said, this is not going to be my final take on the arena. It's a work in progress. I, like you, and struggling, sorting through this, trying to figure out what the best lineup is. I haven't really tried droids yet. Reason being, you know, they're all level 70s right now. I'm broke. I spent a lot of money buffing up all these other characters. So probably later in the week, if my finances can recover a bit, I'll go ahead and try the droid lineup again. Yeah, it might be okay. So you let me know in the comments below if you found the droid lineup to be amazing. So I'll talk to you later. I hope you had a good time. See you next time on Tiny Grams Games.